Well, music's off, folks, so before I start singing, you wouldn't want to be around here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the EVES auction room here on another, well, beautiful Waikato day now. The fog's lifted, so a nice clear air for you to purchase your new property here today. We've just got two great properties for you this morning. My name's Grant Child, and that's not one of them. So can we just sort the slideshow out so we get on to it? Yeah, beautiful. There we go. Like I said, my name's Grant Child. My role is to simply just coattail the fantastic work of our marketing consultants here at EVES and just offer you the opportunity to purchase your new home, and of course to our vendors. Thanks very much for entrusting us in the marketing of your property, and of course we wish you the very best in your endeavours today in moving to the next chapter of your lives, and we're here to help you certainly do that. I don't do it by myself. I've got a great team. I've got Emma looking after all the technology here, Janine and Mark, our branch managers of both our Hamilton branches, also here to assist you as well. If you've got any questions or anything throughout proceedings, just pop your hand up and one of them will come over and we'll assist you through the proceedings. But I'm usually making it very, very clear. So what has been made clear to you throughout proceedings so far, folks, is all the documentation has been provided to you to complete your research and your due diligence and buy on that cash unconditional basis here today. What you see on the screen behind me is the Property Sale and Purchase Agreements Guide. That's been circulated from the Real Estate Authority since 2008. I know you've probably got plenty of copies of it because they are on display at all our open homes, etc. And of course they are available over there on the your left-hand side of the room as well. Also on the table over there, folks, is the finalised copy of the contract of sale that we worked to. It's been circulated in draft form, as you see on the screen here behind me. By way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, and you accept that contract that we worked to, reminding you, of course, as I said before, you do bid on that cash unconditional basis. You are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisitions, and of course we abide by the rules and regulations all set out in the conduct of auctions set out on the front page in this area here, and that's what you're seeing up there in blue. I know you will have all read that and fully understand it. Happy to answer any questions prior to any bidding today, but I just want to highlight a couple of really important points as far as the conduct of auction is concerned. When, I don't say should you be, when you are the successful bidder here today and the hammer falls in your favour, just two obligations. One is to give us your signature, your autograph. We like getting that, and of course it's on that contract. And of course the other thing is you need to just touch base with your marketing consultant and get onto the computer and pay your deposit by way of electronic transfer, and that's just 10% of the purchase price, unless of course you've made alternative arrangements with our sellers prior to bidding here at the auction. The other thing I just want to highlight to you folks is I just want to explain to you about what we call vendor bidding. There's still a bit of a myth out there in the marketplace that vendor bids are used to push the price up, etc. That's an absolute load of nonsense, and I'm going to clarify that by just sharing with you what a vendor bid is actually all about. I am the only one as the auctioneer that's authorised to submit a vendor bid. Now, when our vendors have signed their reserve form, they're committing that I am the only one that is authorised to submit a vendor bid. I will only do that if I've only got one person that's participating in the auction. Right, so I'll be working alongside you to head you in the right direction, basically providing you a bit of a roadmap towards purchase, and we'll carry on until we get to a level where the owners are happy for me to pause the auction, and then we'll take a break, move off to the side there, and we'll have a private chat and see if we can't help you purchase the property. Vendor bids will only be used below the seller's reserve price, so it's simply a technique to work alongside you to get you onto what I call that negotiating platform. And then we can see if we can help you from there. I will disclose all vendor bids very clearly, and as I said, I will only use them if I've got one person that's participating in the auction. So happy to answer any questions at this juncture, folks, before we press on and offer you our first offering here this morning, which is a great property indeed. No questions? Now, I haven't got any indication of any telephone bidding today, folks, so it's entirely over to you folks here in the room. And one of the transparent things is with auctions is you can have a look around you and you can see exactly what your competition's doing, and you know exactly what you need to do to purchase your new home. Number 4, Tarrango Way, is the first property up this morning. If you've ever wanted a super-sized family home, these have been the words in the marketing of your mastermind, Katherine Foster, who's been presenting this property over the last 3 to 4 weeks. It is a super-sized family home indeed. A freehold estate, 757 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer here with this particular property, and that's all comprised and described in Record of Title 169508. An additional clause in the contract, folks, I'll just remind you of that, is the authorisation of the early release of the deposit in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act, and that's been inserted at the request of the vendor's solicitor. The central heating, I just remind you that it does stay, Katherine, correct? It does stay, but it's as is. No vendor warranties as far as the central heating is concerned. No other changes to the chattels listed all there, Katherine? Wouldn't have thought so, not the way you dot your I's and cross your T's with your business. 4th of November 2024 is the settlement date for this particular property, folks, so that covers off all the legal aspects. So let's have a look at the property itself. As you see, there's some shots coming up. You'll all recall these as you went and viewed the property. You've got a 268 square metre 5-bedroom home. I mentioned that super-sized family home. That's why I mentioned that with the 5 bedrooms. A bit of a rarity as well, and of course that wonderful size as well. You've got the brilliant layout for the indoor-outdoor flow, an outstanding home for entertaining as well. Look that you've got that area out there by the pool. Look at that. That's where your family is really going to relish your actions here today in the auction room as our warmer months start to come forward. We're only just a short time away from spring now, so it's not going to be long and you'll be utilising that pool area. You've got the perfect blend of space, luxury and convenience in the property here. You've got that formal and informal area for entertaining or relaxation as well. You know, you can separate the family. The kids can be in one area, you can be in the other. You can have those intimate communication evenings with friends and that sort of thing. And of course, if you're like me, I enjoy a bit of sport. It's a great option to be able to be separated from the rest of the family and yell and scream as much as we like, because we all become things like All Blacks coaches, and you know, I know there was plenty of us were in front of the TV over the recent Olympics, and you know, encouraging our Olympians along as well. So that's enough from me today, boys. It's entirely up to you now. Where would you like to say go for number 4, Tarrango Way? Looking for an opening bid now? I know you haven't gone through all of these, all of your homework and everything, all your due diligence to come along and play tiddlywinks, so just let me know where you'd like to start me away, folks. Happy to suggest a figure, but my figure might be different to yours. I'm here to work alongside you and here to help you, folks. I was trying to make that clear in my preamble.
Do 1.1.
1.1. Sue, did you come up and read my notes? That's exactly where I was going to suggest myself as well. If you start at the $1,100,000, let's make it nice and simple today, folks. We'll travel in $20,000 rises from here. At $1,100,000, it's over here on my right-hand side. Your left is seated in the back row on the left-hand side of the room at 1.1. Who says 1120? First call now. Second time to get on the bike and pedaling for this wonderful property. Think about that time around the pool. Third, last opportunity. Happy to work alongside you then, Sue, with the vendor bid at 1120. Making it 40, shall we? Just do it quickly, Sue. It doesn't hurt anywhere near as much. 40? Hey?
I'll wait.
You wait. What are you waiting for, Sue? Because if you're going to wait, it's my bid at the moment on behalf of our seller. So I need you at 1140. So you're not holding the bid at this point in time, sir. So you need to be holding the bid to have the opportunity to continue discussions with our seller.
Okay.
1140. Yep. Thank you. 1140 it is. On the right hand side over here, at the back of the room at $1,140,000. Here's your opportunity, folks. Happy to take another 20 on top. I'll take a 10 if it's going to help you. At 1140 the money at this point in time over here on the right hand side, and I can tell you now, folks, that just the one person participating at this point in time. If I don't get any further bids at this juncture, I'm just going to pause the auction and we're going to deal exclusively with our opener back here at $1,140,000 at this point in time. First call, second, last opportunity in the routes. All right, I'm just going to pause the auction at the moment. The bid's with you, sir, at $1,140,000. We're going to have a little bit of a chat and see if we can help you purchase the property here. Time in life anybody ever waits for me. Is that an auction? Makes me feel special. But folks, we've had a bit of a conversation with our highest bidder on the property at number 4 Tarrango Way. We have an amended bid now at $1,150,000. Can you confirm that for me, please, sir? At $1,150,000. The instructions from our owner is to close the auction if there's no further bidding, and we're happy to work with the conditional buyers that we already have in the room here ready to go to put something to our vendors. So your opportunity is, if you're in that position of cash, you need to be above $1,150,000 now to get the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. Otherwise, we'll be in a multiple offer afterwards. The opportunity is here. I call it 3 times. Once, twice. Last opportunity for any advance on 1150. Right, the auction is now closed. Appreciate you bidding there, sir. If you just to link up with Katherine, put that offer on paper, and we'll continue working with the vendors. But anybody can now come forward with an offer on the property, and that does include conditional buyers as well. So number 4 Tarrango Way, the auction is now closed. We'll move straight on to our next offering, and that is the property coming up around about now at number 12 Hastings Place. Motivation to sell is off the charts. That's what your marketing ambassadors, Tracey and Warren, have made very, very clear right throughout the marketing campaign. Let's look at the legal aspects of this property at 12 Hastings Place. It's a freehold estate. 545 square metres of freehold land is what's on offer. All described in record of title, say 54A, folio 78. Now the security system, it does stay on this one, and it is as is. However, excluded from the channels is the 2 cabinets in the garage, and the spa pool does not stay. Is that correct there, Tracey? Any other additions, deletions to the contract? No changes there. 28 days from today's date, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties, is your settlement date for this wonderful offering here at 12 Hastings Place. Now let's have a quick look now at what we've got coming up there in terms of the photography. There's a hell of a lot of house here. Now prudent buyers will you'll read between the lines and see that opportunity really does exist here, and a very good opportunity indeed. A property that really does cater for all of the family needs as well, and you will have identified that through your inspections on the property. You've got good connections between the kitchen, the dining and the lounge area. You can see it on the screen there. Imagine a bit of family time there, breakfast, the morning, afternoon tea, even an evening meal at the breakfast bar there with the family as well. It's got heating, cooling, that provides you that wonderful, comfortable living there, and that's all done through the HRV system. You know, what do they say? I won't sing you the ad that they have on the radio, a warmer, healthier home with the HRV. And of course, you've got those big green spaces as well, and the lake close by as well. That's got to be with a few extra dollars, is the proximity to the lake. So, like I said, folks, a hell of a lot of house here at number 12 Hastings Place. So, in your hands, where would you like to start the auction away for this one? Auctioneers are only here to work with the cash buyers. Conditional buyers, well, we just set them aside and let everybody else deal with them. First call now for an opening bid, 12 Hastings Place. Second time, third, last opportunity. If you're in that position of cash, yell it out now. Obviously no cash for this one here today, Tracey. That's okay, we'll just move straight into phase 3. I'm going to formally close the auction now. So that auction is now being called. The property is now available for sale for anybody else, and all you need for this one, folks, if you're watching via the live stream, then I would suggest you jump in the car or jump on the phone and talk to Tracey, because you only need $798,000 to buy number 12 Hastings Place. $798,000. Tracey, if you've got an electric car, make sure your batteries are fully charged, because I think you're going to be busy once that price gets out there in the marketplace. So $798 buys 12 Hastings Place. That concludes our auctions for today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, thanks for coming along, and we wish you the best in your property endeavours as we move forward. Good luck with your offer going forward on the previous property.